Okay,
Got him.
great, great intro, great sync up, perfect. What's up, gamers? Here are the R words back at it again with another podcast. My name is Budo, and there's Forgotten Paladin
We haven't done
something
this in forever. Why are we doing it
and
now?
size. Because
I think we did it the
I
first
might as
time and
well.
then we just never did it again.
Whatever. Might as well. I don't know. It sounds more professional.
Yeah, but
Aku.
Okay, we want G-Bay on the show, right? We got it. We got to be somewhat professional.
G-Bay's never gonna come on here. He
Not
can't
with
even
that
show up in the
attitude.
Discord.
Do we?
Yeah, I mean, I can't even DM him. He disabled non-friends DM.
Oh, you're not friends with him?
No, I asked him multiple times. I don't think he wants to be friends with me.
Well, then you keep asking.
Yeah, I just keep asking. Eventually, maybe he'll say yes.
No,
Whatever
I mean, like,
happened
if you
to
keep
our guest?
asking, he probably will keep saying no.
Oh,
You
to
gotta be
our
cool
guest?
about it.
I didn't ask him. You want me to ask him to join if he wants to?
Well, you don't
Whoa.
ask someone at the very last second. I thought we went over this last week. You gotta tell them, hey, we're
Yeah.
gonna do it at this time. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, but you forgot to remind me.
Well, it was your idea in the first place.
It's okay.
Tactics aren't his strong suit, remember?
We'll just ask him next week, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you'll ask him. All right. So what are the
Jeez,
topics?
what a week.
We
What
can't
are the
have Argus on. He's an alpha. I think he has a girlfriend. We can't have him on.
Does he? Okay, no, that's wait. Yeah, no, we can't. We can't do that. It's not. It's like yeah. If he has a girlfriend, he's not a fellow gamer. Jibe has a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, she's hidden, right?
Yeah, she's sneaky. All right, so what are the topics of the day, ladies and gentlemen?
Hidden,
what
like
are-
all women should be.
So what are we going to talk about today? Any juicy topic?
Nothing really happened this week.
Well, something big happened. I'll tell
Didn't you
what.
guys see a movie this week?
Okay, so two things. First of all, and that's big news, I actually managed to recover most of the audio from the movie review, from the movie tier list.
Oh,
Extra
that's
special
cool.
podcast.
Big
Yeah,
chimp.
Pick Champ. That was like Zai said, that episode was really fun, and I realized, you know what? I should try a little harder. And I couldn't. So I think what must have happened is that I ran out of disk space, and then at like I don't know. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. Something happened, and we're still missing the 15. I'm still missing 15 minutes of audio at the end, but most of it is recovered, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Sounds like your disc is too small.
Yeah. I need an upgrade. I'm gonna start working on that. That's the second news, is that I'm gonna finally, after literally 5 years, I'm going to build myself a new computer, and it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a GTX 2080.
Oh, you gotta say
gonna-
GTX 2080, not 2080.
2080. Okay. A
You gotta be cool.
GTX 2080 Super. I'm gonna get a Ryzen 9 and 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. Probably I think I want two. So one SSD, one HD, and yeah, it's gonna be lit. And
What about
yeah,
the case? What about the case? Are you getting a new case?
Yeah, I'm getting a new case. Like, I'm getting everything new. I don't.
You getting a tempered glass, sleek,
I'm getting the
brushed steel case, brushed aluminum.
No, I'm getting the cheapest.
I'm trying to think of all the gamer words.
RGB is.
Oh yeah, the RGB. That's the real
Great.
gamer thing.
Now you can edit future podcasts with all that awesome hardware. Happy face.
Happy.
Oh yeah, you're getting a Ryzen. Your editing software is gonna
Wow.
run smoothly.
Yeah, hopefully.
And a Ryzen 9.
Ryzen
OP.
8. Ryzen 9. And so what I'm gonna do, because so at first I was like, oh, I don't want to build it. It's annoying. Like, I've done it before. It's not fun. And then I thought, you know what? Here's an idea. I'll build it over several weeks. So I'll
It
start
takes like
ordering.
It takes like a couple hours to build a computer at most.
It's annoying, okay? When I get a new computer, I just want to play the fucking computer. I want to get done. I don't want to spend 5
Is this why
hours.
people don't build their own computers? Is it because they don't like? Because it's not hard at all.
Yes, I know. I've done it before. That's not the problem.
Wow,
The problem
what
is
a
I
noob,
don't want to.
fake gamer.
So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna build it over several weeks. Like first gonna get the case and like maybe the power supply and maybe the motherboard and build that, and then add in the the discs, and then add in the maybe the CPU,
Oh,
the
if you're like
flash.
buying it over multiple weeks, then I can
Yeah,
understand. But like,
I'm
I thought you
gonna
mean
do
you're gonna
that as
have all
well.
the parts and
No, no,
then
no,
just
no.
wait. I was like, what?
Oh, I'm also gonna buy it over several. I mean, it makes sense that I would buy it over several weeks as well.
So you're gonna
Like
have a lot of useless hardware sitting around for like 2 months. Sleeps.
Or you can just save up and then buy it all at once and then build
yes,
it
I
all at
could
once.
also do that. I could also do that, but then again, I
Because the longer you have it just sitting around in your house, you might step on something. You might spill water on it or something.
no, that's unlikely. I'll put it in the other room. It'll be fine.
But
The one.
what if there's a flood?
Oh yeah, make sure it's
I
above
live on.
like
I live
6
on.
inches.
It's fine. I live on the 7th floor.
Yeah, but what if there's a flood in your like local apartment, right? Your local house.
Then I guess
Like,
we'll just open
what
the
if the
door.
flood is is in the room above you, right?
Not that
No.
kind of flood though.
Oh. Yeah, what if your house is just like taken over and everything is eaten and you're dead? Like what happens then?
Then I guess I won't need a new
And then the
computer.
covenant comes.
Oh, the spoopy Alan.
What was the other thing that happened this week? You said there was 3 things.
Yeah. The second thing is. Hold on. What was the second?
No, you said 3. You said the audio and then your computer and then there was a third
Oh
one.
yeah. So the last one is I'm playing Smash. So we all know what happened with Blizzard, and I can't fucking stand playing Hearthstone, though I love the game. The problem is that Blizzard games were the games I was spending most of my time on. And so now when I need to play a game, like this entire week when I needed to play a game, I was like, fuck man, I don't like I just want to relax. I don't want to think. I don't want to. And yet the first thing that I had to do is think about, okay, what game do I want to play? And like I had dozens of games I can play, but I have to pick one. And so I deliberated for a while. And Zeiss helped me out with this, and we concluded that I should play Smash. And so here I am, and I think I'm likely gonna be a Pikachu main because Pikachu seems like a lot of fun.
Have you played any competitive yet? Like have you
No,
played against anyone yet?
no, I don't have the online thing because it costs money, and honestly, I have more than enough work learning the basics against. Like, actually, I'm a legit beginner, so. And I don't know how online is. Like, are there people as bad as me online?
See, he is fake
I think
gamer.
it's just the fact you're playing Pikachu. He gets outclassed by a lot of people.
What did you say? I didn't pick up.
Only if you're bad.
I mean, I
I
really
mean,
like.
yeah, you'll find people
Matt
that you
has
can beat,
bad.
but
It's not about tier list. It's just that I find him fun to play more so than Bayo. Though Bayo is really fun, but like, what the part that I find most fun about her is her smashes, and you can't really use them. Like, it's really hit or miss. Like, it has insane ending lag.
I thought you never missed.
Huh.
I guess then never miss up.
You always got to make the meme when you say hit or miss now.
So yeah, I really like her smashes, but it's not really usable, not really practical. When like you look at pro Bayos, they basically never. Which is like, again, it's literally the reason I like that character. So if the reason I like the character, if the move I like the character for isn't usable, then should I really? I guess you could always argue that I could find my own play style, whatever. The ending lag is really just too big. even bots can punish me for that ending lag. So it's not a good idea. If bots can do it, then any human being can.
PewDiePie selling new merch.
Is he?
Well, it's like a figure, and he has a trident, a Minecraft trident on his back.
I got my 90 million merch pink hoodie. The one where with the 0 deaths on it.
That's a pretty good one. I should get some PewDiePie merch.
Yeah.
Have you
I
bought
need
any of the Martia merch, the Suki stuff?
No, that's gay.
Why is it? Because a girl made it?
Yes.
What you
Girls
mean?
are icky.
He's a white supremacist and a Nazi. They committed at least 6 million deaths.
A Nazi.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
So
Okay.
not 0 deaths then.
Oh, her latest collection is about space.
Ooh.
Discover the collection. Oh, it's like space stuff. That's pretty cool, actually. They have little joggers, is what they call it. Little like cargo
Sponsored by
pants.
SpaceX.
They have a space vest, which is that's kind of weird. It looks like a little life jacket, but
Besides, maybe you should get some of that space merch.
they have little socks with smiley faces on it,
Ooh.
and then patches. I mean, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool.
Sounds gay.
Yeah, it's kind of gay actually. I don't like it that much. I like the other stuff.
Well, what do you expect? A girl made this.
But ordering merch online is like unnecessarily expensive. Folk dad.
Well, that's true, but
They sell
anyway,
berets. You should buy a beret because you're French.
me?
Do French people wear berets a lot, or no? Is that like a meme?
No, 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 no.
They used to.
Definitely not. Yes, like in the maybe in the 60s.
You got to bring back the meme.
I mean, it's kind of like how do you call it? Vintage thing. So I know my sister does. I think she has
Bring
one.
back the fedora too. Big.
Oh Jesus, that thing looks awful. No thanks.
But I was gonna say it seems like more of a girly thing nowadays.
XD.
I'd rather wear a cowboy hat. Legitimately, I would wear one if I found a good one. Like we actually did look online, and there are a few, but usually they're
What do you mean
really
a good
expensive.
one?
Yeah, exactly, and they're
N-
really expensive.
No, well, I mean, what do you mean a good one?
You're not even American. Stop cultural appropriating, you asshep.
Well, that's precisely why I want to wear one. It's precisely because you don't see that too often in France.
I mean, I guess now you don't often don't see berets or
That's
fedoras.
true. That's well, fedoras. There's a good reason.
I don't know. Fedoras are pretty good. Fedoras were a good meme at once.
I mean, you have an incorrect opinion there. I don't know what to tell you.
Just because times change doesn't mean the opinion's incorrect.
Your opinion is incorrect.
Did we talk about the gamer news yet?
Oh, are there gamer news?
I don't know. I didn't hear about any gamer news.
There's been a
Oh,
bunch of League
guess-
of Legends, like Riot Games stuff announced.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Riot Games is no longer a Riot game meme. I was gonna try to make an edit video of them. I might still do it. Of it, like I was just trying to think of the song to do it. I
Right.
was thinking.
Sleeps.
Oh, right, sleeps. No, it's pretty good. I didn't see the RPG game they teased. I didn't see that before, but then I saw that. I was like, wow.
So
It
they
actually looks-
announced. What did they announce? So there's an esports manager. There's the card game RTS. battle, like what is it, a fighting game. What art? There's an FPS.
Wait, what do you mean RTS? Or
They announced an RTS, didn't they? Like a no, it's an ARPG. That's what it's called.
yeah,
They
but
announced
that's
an
what I'm
AR.
that's what was the RPG one where they can like yeah. Just
The I've only heard of it. I haven't seen it. I haven't, but I've heard people talk about it. And it's still 10 cents. So please
Mobile
don't put your
League.
money on
Also,
it.
they're gonna port League to mobile. They're putting
Oh,
TFT to
that's
mobile as well. And if that's the
well. I
case, I
mean,
might actually start playing it.
TFT does make some sense on mobile, but it's not actually all that practical. You have the same problem on Dota Underlords, which is already on mobile, where yes, you can play it on mobile, but it's very impractical.
Oh well, if that's the case, then they should put the card game on mobile too. Then so something.
Oh, they will. They obviously will. Like it's clearly designed to be on mobile.
Have you looked into the card game at all? Have you seen the GBay videos?
I haven't watched the G-Bay videos, but I've watched him play on
Oh,
stream.
during the stream. Well, I think he's just
Yeah, he's live.
getting those double dipping views.
Yeah. Well. And I mean, I don't know. Seems kind of not all that exciting.
I think they need to balance it some. Like from what I've seen, it doesn't.
I don't. I like the animations. It feels very. It has a. It resembles more. It resembles Magic more than it resembles Hearthstone,
Hmm.
except for the mana system, which is more like Hearthstone. But
Oh,
in
like
the
the gaining mana each turn.
yeah, but for the as far as the attacks actually go, it resembles Magic quite a bit, and also how you can react, like place spells during your opponent's, like actually interact with your opponent during your opponent's turn.
That's from
Stuff like that.
Yu-Gi-Oh. That's your trap cards.
No, that's actually from no, that's Magic.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh. Which came out first,
It,
Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic?
Magic, definitely. Magic came out. I was like maybe 4 or something. Yu-Gi-Oh came way after.
I think you might be right. Hold on. Okay, tell me about the new decks. I want the old decks. Okay, by just a couple of years. And I don't know
Oh,
if the
okay.
1996 for Yu-Gi-Oh and then 1993 for Magic.
Huh, so it's older than me.
But hold on. I don't know if I think did the mechanics change? We don't know. I mean, we could know, but I don't want to look into it more. So, like now the mechanics might be you might be able to play cards, but I'm saying like Yu-Gi-Oh, that's where they got the idea from.
Okay, possibly.
Actually, I haven't looked at any. Are you talking about like the Magic the Gathering their card game, right? Like the virtual one, or
Yeah,
like
it's
the
still like, aren't they supposed to be the same?
I think
I'm
so.
pretty sure. Yes, I'm pretty sure they designed the cards so that you can play the game even like if it's
Oh, isn't
not
that why you
your.
didn't want to play it because there's just too much reading?
Actually, yes.
You have
Like
to like learn all the cards.
the learning curve is extremely steep. So like, no thanks. It's really hard to get into it. It's much easier to get into a new card game.
Well, yeah, I guess also because all these newer card games, the effects are like one line.
Also,
That's
yes. I mean,
pretty easy.
Hearthstone did manage to stay, I'd say, readable.
Yeah, but like all those intricate mechanics are what makes the card game interesting, right?
Well, it's readable, and yet it's very intricate. I mean, I know I'm gonna get a lot of people telling me, "Oh, Hearthstone's not intricate. It's RNG." Blah blah blah. No,
Those are the
it's
people
quite
who've never played, right?
either who have never played or who decided they didn't like, or who overly focused on a single thing that they didn't like about the game and made the entire game about that.
How is that also not you with the Magic the Gathering game?
That's a good point. I'm not saying the game is bad. That's the difference. Like, the game is probably great. It's just I can't get in. I'm limiting it to a personal thing. That's the difference.
Okay, so you're not blaming the game is bad.
Oh
You're
no,
just
no,
saying
no.
that
I
you.
think honestly, I'm seeing people play, and I know the game is popular. And honestly, I'm seeing some cool things, some cool combos. I've played it a little bit with like simple things, and it seemed, yeah, sure. There's probably a lot of things to do there. It's probably very intricate. However, it's too steep. The learning curve is way too steep.
Maybe that's good for you though. Don't you need something to put your time towards?
Yes, but I need to be having fun. You know.
Oh, you're not a reader.
No, not much. I mean, not for cards. I mean, if I play card games, it's not to read what the cards do; it's to actually play the cards.
Okay, I see. I see.
It's like Smash, for instance. Same thing. There is a very extremely steep learning curve, but how do you learn? Well, by playing the game. Whereas, how do I learn Magic? Well, by reading the card. That's not fun.
Have you played Pac-Man yet?
You mean
I
the
think you might
game or
like
the character?
the character in Smash.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've tried him. I don't like him too much.
You like Pac-Man?
Eh.
You don't like the fire hydrant and just like instantly killing people? I think I don't know if they there's a glitch right now where you can get someone to full damage with the fire hydrant like instantly.
Really? That's retarded. I don't know. His side B seems kind of funny, but very slow also.
He's kind of a meme character, but it's still funny.
Yeah, I like Pikachu.
You didn't like Kirby or Jigglypuff?
No, I don't. I tried them. I considered them. Kirby, I don't like him because I really don't like his B. And like his side B is kind of like it doesn't feel good. And his air, is it just me or his air attacks are trash aside from maybe his back air?
Yeah, they're kind of bad. That's why I
Yeah.
usually play Jigglypuff is pretty good though.
Yeah, is he? I haven't tried him or her. I don't want to discriminate.
Yeah, I just call it an it.
Okay, fair enough.
But when are they going to add Ellie from Last of Us to Smash? So Mr.
I heard they were going to add Fortnite character to Smash.
So I don't think that's gonna happen.
I
No,
mean,
a lot of people were spamming some of the developers on Twitter about adding Kingdom Hearts characters.
oh,
Hold on, I need to
interesting.
find this.
When they do,
then, like-
I'm going to stop being alive.
And the developer got like super angry, or kind of like he made a very stern statement that because you guys kept spamming me, we're definitely never adding that character to the game ever. And then he listed all kinds of people that he said, okay, and I'm blocking you guys. And it was
oh shit.
the funniest and the not funniest thing ever, because like they were trying to get him to add Sora and other Kingdom Hearts characters to Smash.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Unlucky, but
What
it
can
was
you
a pretty
do?
funny interaction. The gamers were trying too hard this day.
Maybe we just didn't try hard enough.
Also, who would they add if they
Waluigi.
did what is that, the Fortnite?
I don't know. I don't know Fortnite characters. I genuinely don't. I've
Because
just
there's like
heard
a
it.
standard guy and then there's a standard girl, but like all the
Well, I guess.
cosmetics thing.
I guess.
But didn't
yeah.
they add Ridley to Smash because the Americans kept demanding to have him in Smash?
I mean,
I don't know.
we kept demanding for Waluigi.
I mean, they made him a trophy at least, so
Oh, nice.
that's something.
It's a trophy. What about Rossetti? He should be a character.
I can't imagine that they wouldn't eventually add him because they got everyone else.
Except Waluigi.
Maybe he would just be too OP, right? That's got to be the
Yeah.
only reason.
Yeah, I guess.
You didn't play Banjo? You didn't like Banjo?
I haven't tried him, and I've heard he's trash.
Oh, I haven't
But
played him very much.
the fact that he is trash would not prevent me from playing him. Like I don't care.
Oh, you just want right? You just want to have fun.
Exactly. I don't care about tier lists. It's just things that I hear. But then like if the character is satisfying to play, then I'll play. And so far I really, really, really like Pikachu.
Do you have a capture card? You're gonna stream yourself playing?
No, but I could get one. And I could definitely stream my I don't think I will though. I'm really bad, man. Would be kind of embarrassing.
Oh yeah, you might get flamed too.
Yeah, right. Like the face when your chat is like tenfold better.
Well, chat is always better, obviously.
Well, except when they actually are.
What, you just spending your time playing
Yeah,
Smash?
yeah, playing, practicing. Uh, right now. I'm practicing. So
So when are you
backflip
going to go pro?
very soon. So I'm practicing backflips into back air.
Well, the combos are kind of different for every character, so you're
Yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
you're saying you're specifically for Pikachu?
No, I'm just. I mean, on Pikachu, yes, but it's just as a general thing. I want to be able to rush down an opponent and immediately back air,
Mm.
like regardless of what character I'm playing. Although on Pikachu, I don't think it would be all that useful because the back air, it kind of doesn't matter. Like it does matter, but it doesn't matter that much what direction you're facing since it's all around.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun. That's the most important part.
Yeah, I am actually. I'm kind of concerned that I'm gonna be absolute garbage at the game. Like I set a goal for myself, right? Yesterday I thought, okay, like what's my goal with this game? Where do I want to go at least right now? What's my goal? And I think my goal is to be on par with Zeiss, right? Because I know Zeiss has been playing the game for a while. I mean, not ultimate, right? But has quite a bit of practice. It's probably way better than me. And so I'm thinking, okay, if she's not amazing though, and so I can probably get at least as good as her.
I've only played 64 and Melee and Brawl.
Yeah, well, that's more than I. I mean, I have Brawl, but I haven't really played it in total. Before Ultimate, I maybe spent 10 hours total playing Smash in my life. So
Well, it's a fun game, so.
yeah, it is. The one problem is I don't have friends.
Well, you also don't have online, so.
Also, well, I could get online, but I don't know. Online is way more stressful, because if I play with friends, I can say, oh, okay, so like we can try to make progress together to think of to we can have a discussion about what happened and what we could do and but online is just okay, fight me, bro, which is fine, but it's just kind of stressful right now. I don't think I want to put myself through that. I mean, no
You
matter
can does
what.
that with your Twitch chat. So Mr. A.
You guys are my Twitch chat. But I think no matter my how much practice I get offline, the moment I get online, the first thing that's gonna happen is I'm gonna get like first thing. I'm gonna lose my first game, my first few games probably, regardless of how much practice I've
I
had.
just hope the person you're playing against, they don't realize you're a noob, so they mess with you. That's
No,
that's
you're
the funniest stuff.
mean, dude. You're just
No,
mean.
they'll troll you.
Yeah,
You're
I
either
know.
gonna get a person who's gonna troll you, or you're gonna get a person who's gonna get all 3 your stocks instantly.
Okay, I'm not getting online. Why are you so mean, dude?
I'm not saying I would do that
XP.
every time, but, you know,
Not every time.
people
Okay.
are like that.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's why I need to practice, so I'm not that awful when it comes to that. Are there people like genuine beginners on ladder in Smash?
I mean, I guess. Technically,
I
there's
don't know.
I don't see why there wouldn't be.
I mean,
You just gotta play it, and then realize how much fun you're having,
um,
and then it doesn't matter.
it's gonna be painful. It's gonna be like no matter what, it's gonna be painful. Which is why I'm practicing because my hope is that at least I'm good enough that I'm not gonna get trolled, and whoever I'm facing actually has to play the game.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing to set up. Just be decent enough that you'll be able to hold your own a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm just being hyperbolic, but
Maybe
it's an
because
online fighting game, competitive fighting game, so
yeah.
it kind of just comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Some toxic gamers.
That's why I want to play with friends. It's a lot less stressful.
I mean, I might be toxic too.
Yeah, you're just projecting right now.
I can admit my flaws.
Toxic.
I'm only toxic sometimes.
Sometimes, all of the times, all of them, all of those.
Should've seen him yesterday on Apex.
I was being nice to my fellow gamers. What are you talking about? I'll be toxic to myself about other people, but I won't be toxic towards them because I don't want to spread the negative feelings. I'm
And you
considerate.
yeah, you don't want to get
Not
mad.
when you weren't pressing push to talk.
I was very nice when I was pushing push to talk. That's why I
Did
have
you
push to talk on, not always on.
did you call people the R word?
No, I said, "Hey guys, how are you?" And
Mhm.
I was saying the nice words. I
So
called
do you
myself retard. I didn't call anyone else a retard.
what? No, that's not the R word.
Oh,
But I meant
Redditor.
the dude. You can't say that. Anyways,
I don't
but I
know.
mean,
I don't know if
do
people
you do
like
that
look
with
down
us
on
too?
Reddit a lot. Do I
Do you
do
do
what?
that? Do you using push to talk to trash talk us in our back when
No,
we're
I don't use push to
recording?
talk. No.
Yeah, you're saying this now.
Uh, you're the one who does push to talk.
Yeah, I do. Do you think I'd do that?
I don't see why you wouldn't.
That's a good point.
I mean, everything's possible always. I'm a nice gamer, okay?
So
When you're
Claudine,
nice
I saw yesterday you were streaming somehow let loose. It looked like it changed a lot. What are your thoughts on the new changes? Him?
Oh my. No, it's because I was streaming the Battlefield and I forgot. I swear, like before I even started playing Battlefield, I was like, I'm gonna stream this because I need to determine if it's $60. So I went into my dashboard and I swear I hit update or I must have I don't know what I did. I put the title, I changed the game, and I hit update. And then when I go to change the game to Apex after I finished on Battlefield, it didn't change.
Oh no. All your
Yeah, I'm gonna
viewers
get
must have
banned.
been so confused.
Well, there was one person, he said one thing, and then I don't know if he noticed or not. I'm pretty sure I was baiting people.
Nice title though. I like it.
People title things too seriously on this game. On that platform. You gotta have a fun title. I either like making like small
Oh,
titles like that,
if you
or
like
like
fun
really long
titles,
titles that they don't even fit on the screen.
if you like fun titles, you can check Firebat. He's a Hearthstone player, but like he does have like he tries to have funny title.
Yeah, there's quite a few people who do it, but then there's a lot of people who just put like name of the game, like the days they've been playing the game, and then that's it. Like, okay, wow, okay, chill out, chill.
Also, look at the chat in game. What does that say? Ooh.
Let's see. He has. How does a square become a cube?
Oh my god,
Well,
how did
first
you
they
go?
have to get an education. Like Firebat legitimately puts bad jokes in his title.
Q places marker on the map. Just like I told you. You imbecile.
Why did you go to that specific frame when you said that? How do you remember when you said that?
Ooh.
What do you call a wolf that has
I went to
things
go
figured
find it.
out? What do you
Oh
call a
my god,
wolf that has things figured out?
I don't.
A
What do you call it?
werewolf.
I thought you said wall.
A wolf.
Yeah, but I thought you said what do you call a wall?
No, I said what do you call a wolf?
You said it again. You said WALL or WOLF.
Wolf.
Okay, I hear it now. Wolf. I think it's just your accent. Like you said.
X3.
Okay, I can pick this accent if you prefer.
Well, I need to understand the joke if you want us to laugh. Good joke, Mbudo. Or that wasn't even your joke, was it? That was
No,
the
it
guy's joke.
wasn't. I mean, no, it wasn't.
Even if we understand it, we won't laugh.
Well, we can laugh at this one. It wasn't his joke.
I like that one. What's the difference between roast beef and pea soup?
What's the
Well,
difference?
anyone can learn to roast beef.
Oh, and no, but okay, I get it.
That's gay.
Oh, that one's good. I like it.
Well, what's their definition
Where
of
did
soup,
Noah
right?
keep? Where did Noah keep the bees on the ark?
This is
In
gonna
the
be a funny one.
in the archives.
Did he steal these jokes from Jimmy Carr?
No, fire bat, and he probably stole them from somewhere.
These are like bubblegum rapper jokes.
Yeah, they are. That's funny. The funny thing also is that they are bad joke. That's part of the joke. You know, I like the oh, I was only pretending to be retarded thing. Like they are ironically funny. But you need to have a very, very large IQ.
My IQ is at least very large.
So I've also been unfollowing most YouTube channels, Twitch channels that I used to watch because most of it was Blizzard content, Hearthstone or Overwatch. So yeah, now I like in the evening I'm like, okay, time to chill on Twitch, and then I'm like, okay, there's like no one online, so I'm kind of transitioning into Smash content. But my fear is that I'm afraid Smash content might be a little bit how do I put it, toxic. Like it's very linear, right? It's kind of always the same thing. But maybe I'm just not seeing the beauty of it yet.
Are you seeing like the gameplay loop?
No. I mean like
No, I
legit
mean yeah, when
streamer.
you're well, it's you got to focus in that game a lot. So a lot of the streamers, I don't think they're going to be talking a lot or making jokes. I mean, they might make jokes like between matches or when they get a kill or something. But
Well, there are
I haven't
really.
watched any streams or what's it
I
called,
think
Smash streams really. So I can't really comment on that.
I think the main thing I like about Hearthstone streams is that I can fall asleep. Like legit, that's why I like them. I like Hearthstone streams where the dude just doesn't put any music, doesn't talk too loudly, or like has a very monotone.
That's kind of why not fall asleep to some like ASMR streams, ASMR
That's
like
because I
some
wouldn't
IRL
want to put. Here's
cutie girl.
a very good reason. Here's a very good reason. Because I can't fall asleep while wearing headphones, and I certainly don't want to do like put ASMR on speak.
Okay, that'd be kind of funny.
Yeah,
It's just ASMR, mom.
it's the same thing when I watch porn, right? I always wear a headset, but any other time I'll just use speakers.
Imagining needing to listen to the audio for porn. Just kidding.
I'm going even one step further, dude. I do listen to.
Do you want to talk about Joker?
Hold on, because I just mentioned audio porn and you didn't react.
No, I don't want you to have to talk about that. That's gonna.
Why not?
I don't want that. Wait, you think people are not gonna cringe at that?
Yeah, sure. That's not. Isn't that kind of the goal of the podcast?
Okay. I mean, you can talk about it for a second if you want.
I mean, there isn't much to talk about. I really like the sounds. See ya.
Now, moving on to spoilers about Joker.
Okay, that movie was amazing. Amazing movie. Best movie I've seen all year and perhaps more. Just great movie. It was everything I wanted it to be. It nailed everything down perfectly. I had nothing to say about it. 11 out of 10.
Really?
Yes.
Are you just memeing?
No, I'm dead serious. It was like people told me, "Oh, the movie was too slow." Are you kidding? Too slow? It was just the perfect pace for me to really enjoy every single moment of every single scene. I was on the edge of my seat from beginning.
Okay, okay. I liked it very thoroughly as well, right? I did have a few problems with it though. I wouldn't give it like a million out of 10.
Well, I said 11.
Yeah, well, if you go over the scale, you're basically breaking the scale, so it could be whatever number.
I'll break your spine.
But I don't know. It looked nice. I'll say that. It looked really nice. It was like kind of the blue kind of hue tingy to it was kind of good, and then it also kind of contrasted whenever he would dress up into his costume. So that was nice, and the shots were pretty good as well.
But
I'm gonna just say the character they were presenting wasn't very consistent, right?
how do you mean?
And I'm saying like you could just say, oh, he's crazy. It's not supposed to be consistent or whatever, right? That's fine, but
What do you mean? What inconsistency?
because his what they say in the movie at the very least, they say that his laughing issue or whatever is because he had a head injury, right? Because of what his parents did. But then towards the end of the movie, when he's on stage, it's like it's gone, right? He doesn't have that nervous laugh or anything.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know it's gone.
Well, it was kind of like how would that? It seemed to show up every time he was in a nervous confrontation, right? Or
Well,
at least
maybe
that's
he
what I
just
noticed.
wasn't nervous anymore.
Yeah, but this wasn't like a psychological issue. This was a physical issue that made
I
him have
see.
issues.
It
Like
didn't
he shouldn't be able
strike
to
me.
control it.
It didn't strike me as particularly. How would I put it? Off. I didn't notice it at all.
Okay, right, right. I mean,
But
that's
I
fine.
guess you do have a point. He could have had that kind of laughter when he's on the Franklin Murray show. He could have. Would definitely have been interesting to
And
contrast
like
with
this isn't.
specifically to contrast with the clip of his previous show where he did have this uncontrollable laughter.
hmm And I'm gonna say this isn't like Joaquin Phoenix's performance because the performance was great, right?
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
this is like a
obviously.
problem with the script specifically, how they wrote the character. He played the character how he wrote it,
I
how it was
see. So
written.
you're saying the uncontrollable laughter was more used as a gimmick than than an actual.
Yeah, like I feel like it should have been in more places that it wasn't, and then it was in a few places that it shouldn't have been.
Like where?
Uh, it's been like 2 weeks since I've seen it, but this is the feeling that I got. I'm trying to remember one of the spots. Like during that final confrontation with the Murray, he should have been laughing more, at
Yeah, I
least once or
agree. I
twice.
agree. I agree.
But
At least once. Once would have been really good. I agree.
yeah, because he was just like too serious, and it's like this guy's supposed to be crazy, right? He's not gonna be this serious.
Well, I thought it was fine that he was so relaxed because he said it himself. He has nothing to lose. So like what would you be nervous about?
Maybe, yeah, I guess. And then I really wanted like my head headcanon right now is like at the end where he's talking with that other person, like the psychiatrist in the ward or
Yeah.
whatever. My head
Hmm.
headcanon is like the whole movie was just him talking about it, right? Because the meme with Joker is that his backstory is supposed to be whatever he wants it to be, or like there wasn't really any definitive backstories in the comics.
Oh.
I want it to
Huh.
be like that.
Yeah, no, it didn't feel like that at all.
No, you didn't get that?
Was it supposed to be just I actually didn't get that. Maybe I'm a retard.
Well, I don't know if it's supposed to be because apparently the writer was doing interviews and he said it's not that, which made me kind of not so happy. But I wish it was that. Like he
I
said,
see. Well, the
he's
problem
saying
is
he's saying it all
that
happened, right? To
the problem
me,
is that if it was that, then the whole movie sort of loses a lot of. Okay, I have two things to say about it. The first thing is that if it was that, then the movie would actually lose a lot of its meaning. And the second thing is, even if like it's a fiction, right? The backstory of the Joker has been written many times, whether it's by the Joker himself, the character, or by different authors. So it doesn't like yes, it's real just as much as any backstory.
Hmm. That was one thing I had a problem with too. That Joker kind of directly affected. So this is my headcanon of what really happened, right? Because at the very end, if it was like flashing back between him and Bruce Wayne, my headcanon is that he was the one who actually shot the parents, right? Specifically. And he was trying to explain to the psychiatrist why he did it. But
Yeah.
the whole story was made up that somebody else did it. And then like he influenced them by, trying to kill the rich or whatever.
The rich. Nom
Yeah.
nom nom.
So like this is how I'm seeing the story. Like Joker, like that character, he killed Bruce and his mom, or he killed what was this? I can't even
Thomas.
remember. Thomas Wayne and Martha, and left Bruce there. And then he got arrested or whatever. And then he's in the ward. And then this person's trying to ask him, "Why did you do this? Why did you do this?" And like he's imagining what led up to that event, and that's the whole movie. Because why would
Hmm.
that scene be very specific in the movie? Like, there's no point to have that in the movie. I
Yeah, I
felt like the whole.
agree. I agree. The whole so I think the interactions with the Waynes could have been they felt more like a hey, remember this is part of the Batman universe thingy, more than it was actually like it didn't seem all that important to the plot, except for the part that where Thomas is supposedly his father. But aside from that, like we didn't need to see the scene to see the Waynes get shot. Like I felt like it was kind of out of place. It was like too much in a single scene, like just seeing the Joker uh be born in a sense. I thought that was alone that was, but they pushed it. They decided, oh no, you know what? We're also in the same scene. We're going to put the death, like the birth of Batman at the same time, kind of.
Yeah.
I
Well, we
maybe
also
that
know
was a
that
little too much.
some things didn't happen in the movie, right? Like with his girlfriend and everything. We know all those scenes never happened. Did you catch that?
Yeah. I did.
Like in
Like
at
it
the
was
very.
it the moment she said Arthur, is that right? I knew he just imagined everything.
Hmm.
Obviously he did. It's like if the girl
Well, also
barely
like at
knows
the
his
beginning of
name.
the movie, like he imagines himself on the show as well.
Yeah, also yes. Like also I picked up on that. I'm a smart gamer, so I picked
Well,
up
that
on
one
that.
was kind of like super obvious, right?
Yeah, obviously.
So what I'm saying from that is at the very end of the movie, how he's talking with the psychiatrist or whatever, and then also right before that when he's like gets freed, like I'm thinking that maybe didn't happen. I'm thinking he was never uh freed by his fellow rioters. You know how he was like dancing on
Yeah,
the hood of
I
the
see what
car?
you mean. I see what you mean.
Because there was a
Yeah,
lot
I
of things
mean,
like where he was happy that were actually never happened. And that
I
was the
see.
moment he seemed a little too happy for it to have happened. I know the
Now
movie was trying to mess with us on what's real and what's not, but
now
you
let's
know.
talk about good things. The
No, I
scene the scene in
okay.
the subway. The scene in the subway.
The
The
one where he killed the people?
yes.
I like
That
that
was
scene.
that was such a good scene. The first gunshot, you don't actually see it happen, right? You're confused as to what's happening. You hear the gunshot, and
You mean you
then
don't
you
see
realize,
Joker pull the trigger, you see the guy's head get blown up, right?
yeah, right. But I think the reason why is that the idea they want to convey is, oh, we don't like Joker doesn't really realize what's happening before it's happened, and we want the viewer to feel the same way. Like, oh wow, that's happened. Did that actually happen? Yes, Joker actually shot him. And then I love how he literally finishes off the last guy. Like that was brutal. You have this literal clown walking like having a like he had a very mechanical walk, and he was pointing the gun in a
Well, he just
like
got
he
beat
was
up, so
extreme.
he's probably in pain.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I mean he was being very mechanical. He was like an automaton, and he in this mask clown
Okay, I see what you're saying
walking
now.
towards the guy, and like his arm was barely moving as he was aiming, and he went bang bang, and the gunshots. I don't know if it was the theater room or whatever, but the gunshots actually seemed extremely loud, which I thought was a very good thing, because that sort of emphasizes sort of the effect of those gunshots. They're not just gunshots that you hear in any movie. They're like decisive.
Mm.
I really liked that scene.
Um, did you laugh during the movie? Just wondering.
Yes. Yes, when
What's
the
what
the
scenes were you
dwarf
laughing at?
the dwarf trying to get out of the room.
You see,
The whole
I
the
was laughing
whole
there
the
too,
whole room was laughing.
but like I got a feeling, were we supposed to be laughing there?
Yes, yes, we were.
He just murdered somebody, right?
Yeah. That I think the point of that scene was that, you know what? You,
And
the
like, isn't
viewer,
Arthur not
you're
supposed to be?
laughing. You're laughing at something horrible that only the Joker could laugh. I think that was the point, is that we can laugh at horrible things.
Yeah, that was like I don't know. I kind of saw like I felt like we weren't supposed to be laughing with like maybe like towards the beginning of the movie we could laugh with them. Like, did you laugh when he like dropped the gun in the kids
No,
hospital?
no, I
No.
didn't. The rest of the theater did, but I didn't. I thought it was yikes, big yikes.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, is that's something we should be feeling towards the end of the movie, like when he's trying to kill people. That's the kind of feeling that we should be having. Is like that cringe, that yikes, that oh my gosh type of feeling. But
I mean, I did have it, but at the same time, it was just funny. And that's the thing. It's the duality. It's, oh my gosh, it's horrible, and at the same time, there's this dwarf trying to jump to reach the, and it's really funny.
yeah, well, I think it was a good movie. Oh, did you remember we watched the Taxi Driver, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Did
It
you feel any?
reminded me a lot. Yes, yes, very much, very much. It felt very similar. It felt less. So the way I describe it is, it felt more organic than Taxi Driver in a sense, and maybe that's due to like they're from different. The
Really?
yeah, yeah. I felt that the narrative was a lot, like, flowed a lot more now.
Well, I guess like the setup in Taxi Driver was like he says, "Hey, I have these problems and I'm doing this to help deal with it," and then that leads starts off the events of the movie. Whereas in this movie, things happen to Joker and we see those things happen, as opposed to it is like a Taxi Driver. He just tells us, right? So I guess in
Maybe
that sense, that's
there's
like
some of that. Yeah.
I don't I could.
I didn't think about it too much. It
Mm,
just felt like that.
mm.
But yeah, it feels very similar, definitely. Except, well, in Taxi Driver, the dude actually comes back from hell.
Right, right, yeah. Well, um, I
And it
do rate
says
it
a lot about
highly. I like a
it. Says
7 or 8 for me.
it
The whole
says
the
a
movie
lot
as
of
a
it says a lot about our society.
Yeah,
He,
I guess
he
I could
said
say
the
that.
word he said the word society.
Mhm. It's like it's funny too because on the outside in our world, the media was trying to use this as a saying, "Oh, these people are gonna go watch this movie and they're bad. We need to watch out for them." But like in the movie, the media and the powerful are also saying, "Oh, these people are bad. We need to watch out for them. We need to control them." So it's like it's a commentary on what's happening in real life, and also real life is taking the bait. Um,
Yeah, yeah. The criticism of the media about this, oh my god, it's for incels, it's going to drive incels to do mass shootings and whatever, that was so retarded. There is literally, like, there is no reason you genuinely believe that if you actually watch the movie. At no point is it anywhere, like, you either massively trivialize what it's like to have like major mental issues and financial issues and family issues and all of that. You either massively trivialize that, or you massively
Yeah, I
increase.
liked that part too. Was my favorite of the entire movie. Ooh.
Or either that, or you.
Oh, we need to like. I think this has been like 17 minutes. We need to cut Zeiss back in.
Yeah, but I'm not finished.
Okay, finish real quick.
So either so by doing that, you either say, "Oh, those incels, like they're actually a genuine threat." Like you over estimate, you're sort of fear mongering about incels, or you're completely trivializing what people actually. So I think it's just disingenuine, it's disgusting, and it makes no sense. Anyway, I think I'm done.
Yeah. So the movie was good.
Yep.
Would recommend.
Hello, Zeiss.
New phone.
So you remember the part where? I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, where he he did the thing. Yes. So it was a great movie. I rated 11 out of 10, which is the correct opinion. And Paladin seems to disagree, so we'll send him to the gulag.
Well, I
Did he
don't like
chop off
wholly
someone's
disagree.
dick?
I don't think he did.
That's a spoiler.
Okay.
If you know that he didn't do something, that's a spoiler. Just saying.
Wow. Why is it even rated R then?
He did not ride a spaceship.
Well, I'll just say it's better than the Joker that was in the Suicide Squad movie.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, I guess we should.
You're
yeah.
dropping facts right now.
Yeah, I think that's not a spoiler to say. Because I think any Joker is better than that one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you watch
Joker,
Suicide Squad?
baby? No, I didn't. I just.
You
heard
mean
the
that
story.
Joker that looked like a victim of Walter White's meth?
Yeah, the crack addict Joker.
Yeah, even the "I'm Joker, baby" was better.
Oh, you're talking about that high school play guy?
Yes.
You want to know how I got these scars? Yeah, I like that guy. Like it's fun.
I love when high school.
Did you see? Have you seen that whole clip of the guy doing that,
No,
or just that one part? Because that clip is actually kind of insane.
you'll show me.
Because he has somebody there with him, like someone wrapped like a girl has a hostage, and he's acting next to her, and he like has a knife or whatever, and he points it at her, and like she seems
Holy-
genuinely terrified, and it's hilarious.
Holy shit.
You need to watch that whole part. Like, I'll find the clip
Okay.
and I'll send it to you. The stuff is
Okay.
hilarious.
Neat. So do we have any fun? So now it's time for the politics topic, for the politics section. And do we have any fun politics thingies to discuss tonight?
Mark Zuckerberg was defending free speech. That's kind of big. I mean, he's probably only doing it just to cover his own, but you know. His comment was like, because he did like a press briefing almost, and he doesn't normally do those. Like he doesn't like go out and talk in public, and then he did, which is kind of a big thing because this week he's supposed to go to Congress again and testify again. I think it's the third time, so he's trying to get ahead of that. And one of the comments he made is that America is looking too much at what's happening in America in regards to censoring speech, right? Because you got a lot of people on the left wanting to censor people or whatever, and he's saying that those censoring things has a bigger reach than just America. It's this, we're global community, and do we want to? It kind of referenced China too. It's like in China, do we want to do what they're doing with their censoring, or do we want to have the American values dictate what happens online? That's what he said. He's like, do we want China's influence to control what's happening online, or do we want America's like free speech type of influence to dictate what's happening online? So that's kind of big.
I mean, he's a lizard, right? You can't really trust what he says.
No, I'm not trusting him,
but what he said was correct. I'm not saying I trust that he'll do the right thing, but at least he said the right thing, and hopefully he will inspire people to do the right thing, even if that's not what he meant to do.
They were also considering not selling political ads on the Facebook platform
I mean,
Period.
how can you even do that?
Do what?
Not sell political ads. You'd have to
No, like
classify
ads
as
from political entities, right?
yeah, but I mean, how far can you go? Like, let's say, okay, we're gonna ban all political ads.
Well, at least
Then what
like in
if
the
I
US.
buy an ad and it
No.
says Trump 20?
Okay, well
Like,
then that might be banned, is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, yeah, but
I think they were specifically referring to like campaigns buying ads on the platform.
yes, but the problem is that
If
I
you're
can
not a
only
campaign and you buy
yeah,
an
but
ad, I don't think that would be considered,
let's
right?
say I work for the Trump campaign and I'm gonna be the guy. I'm saying, oh no, no, you know what? I'm just that one guy with like I
Obviously,
have like hundred
you're
thousand
trying to find
dollars.
you're trying to find loopholes, and
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure
it's
the
too
loopholes
easy.
would have been
It's
covered
too
up
easy.
because
Look,
the names
one,
would be
it's too easy.
recorded.
Look. One, it's too easy to find loopholes, especially online. And two, the easy way to fix those loopholes is to
I'm pretty
just say,
sure.
well,
I'm pretty sure if anybody,
we're going to be the thought police of what is advertisable or
okay,
not.
I will say they're not going to do it, right? But I'm gonna say if anybody knows who you're connected with and what for what reason, it's gonna be Facebook, okay? So
Yes, but
you're
then
not
there's
gonna
a problem.
you're
Then
not
there's a
gonna get
problem
past
because
that.
here's the problem then that you assume that like let's say I do work for the Trump campaign and I do want to spend $10,000 of my actual own pocket to buy Trump 2020 ads, or even let's say not Trump 2020 ads. Let's say I want to spend $10,000 to advertise, uh, like I don't know, some like the Trump Tower, right? I love the Trump Tower. I work there. I am related to the Trump campaign, but I don't directly work there. Is that considered political?
I
It
don't
could
know. I
easily
don't know
be.
what
It could
they're
easily be. If I'm related to Trump and I'm spending $10,000, which is kind of an insane amount of money for one guy, to advertise the Trump Tower, like that seems political. Technically, it's not though, but you could easily make the case that it is, and people
and I'm
would.
sure this is one reason
And
why
if
they're not doing
and
it.
Facebook knowing all that they know or thinking they know all that they know, they would easily say, "Oh yeah, obviously this is political, and we're not gonna allow that particular ad." My free speech.
No, that's what Facebook is saying, at least like at this moment, as my free speech. Because they're also saying he was saying something about they don't want to make the determination on who shouldn't and shouldn't be allowed to speak on the platform.
Yeah, well, it's a bit late for that.
Well, yeah, it's like I'm thinking he's probably just now because I was sure more things are coming out that they are making those determinations. So I think he wants to make a public statement before he goes.
Yeah, and the problem is
XD.
He
we're
doesn't want
at
to get caught for perjury or whatever because
the
he
problem
said they
is
weren't doing it before, but then it's coming out that oh wait maybe they were.
we're at a day and age where like we decide the rules of conversations because before the internet, before online communications, what the way you would spread ideas is by going out there and talk, right? Like you didn't really have much of a choice, but now you actually go online and you have these entities regulating, like artificially generating the rules of conversations. It's no longer I talk, you talk, I talk, you talk, but now it's regulated by those entities. It's artificially regulated, and so you have these people who have the power to say, okay, this is the rules of conversation. The problem is we and they have no idea how online conversation should actually happen, and it's too easy to say, "Oh well, I want conversations to go my way," even if it's not consciously, like subconsciously, you're gonna be like that. You're gonna put your own bias in things, and the scariest part is when you're convinced that you're not putting your bias into it.
Hmm.
Hmm. So yeah, the problem is that this is a new media, which is
That's why
regulated.
Kamala Harris wants to ban Trump's Twitter account. Imagine
Yeah,
that.
I heard that. What do you think of that?
Oh, Kamala Harris, she's funny.
She sounds kind of horrible, if I'm being honest.
No, she's really horrible actually. What is that? She was joking about smoking weed right after because she was a prosecutor, right? So she was making people serve jail sentences and prison sentences for
Hmm.
drug charges, and then she laughed about smoking weed,
I
and then she held up
see.
prisoners who should be let go, but then she was holding up the investigations or whatever. So that's always nice. Yeah, Kamala Harris is not a good person.
And then she tried to rope Warren to agree with that on the debate stage. She literally killed her own campaign on the grounds of taking away the president's speech.
Yeah, that was retarded. Oh, let's ban Trump. Like, what? No. Why? You're dumb.
What an absolute piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone talks about her anymore because she's just that bad.
And
They're like, "Oh."
I saw Tim Pool talk about her like, oh yeah, if she said she would, if she said if the Congress doesn't do my bidding, I'll like, what is it? Do executive orders? Like she'll do it herself, right? Either you do
Yeah.
what I say, or I give you no power at all. Like I'll do it myself.
Well,
So
the president's pretty much already do that already. So with
um
certain things.
well, yes, which is why I was so I think you Americans are kind of retarded. I think
Yeah,
you're shooting yourself
we're
in the foot
really
by
retarded.
giving, you really like giving power to the president, and I have no idea
He
why.
used to not. The president used to not have this much power. Like
I know.
starting like right around World War II, the president just started getting a lot more power. Like Congress is like, oh, you want this power, you can have this power. Oh, you want this power, more power, more power, more power. Or was it? I'm not sure if it was like more
That's a
around World War
retarded
II
idea because
or
the
around the
problem
Great
is now.
Depression. It was like
So
around that time
so
that
the
the president
problem
just
is
got getting more power.
so the problem is now you also have people like obviously complaining about the electoral college because they feel like, oh, but now that the president has all that power, sometimes it feels like my vote didn't count, and it should count because it matters at least a lot more. It's just the problem isn't the electoral college. The problem is how much power you've given to a single person.
Yeah. But like the problem is the people giving the president that much power is the Congress, and the Congress is directly elected by the people. So it's like you kind of sort of gave them
Yeah.
the power, but then people go around to complain about gerrymandering and whatnot. So it's kind of like who really elected these people?
Also, I really like there's a
The thing
lot
that
of
needs to happen is like political gerrymandering, which is like drawing the districts to
Yeah, fuck
favor your
Jerry.
party
He's an asshole.
is allowed in most places. Like almost every place allows political gerrymandering. You can't draw districts in regards to like someone's race or their it's like the race or like protected class, I should just say. But their politics isn't technically a protected class. So that's the problem. Is our two-party system, which means people draw the districts to vote how they want them to vote, so they get the right people in power, and then those people vote for more power for the president.
I see. I see.
So like gerrymandering is the root cause for almost every problem that we're having, because in that sense, some people are living in those districts who don't agree with the majority of the district, right? So in a way, their vote isn't being counted because it doesn't
I see
matter.
what you mean. Yeah, okay. That's fair. That is fair.
And that's the big thing that no one really wants to talk. Like people talk about gerrymandering and they complain about it, but it's not like the very first issue people want to get solved. Even though if that was solved, it would start fixing everything else.
Wow, you should do politics.
Yeah, but yeah, people are corrupt. I don't want to
Yeah.
corrupt myself.
Well, just be brave.
Yeah,
Use
I
the
don't know.
Brave browser.
Just do all my politics through the Brave browser. It protects
Yeah.
me.
Exactly, dude. Protects you from the Russian bots.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's really funny because what is that? Hillary Clinton
Yeah.
was outwardly calling people who are Democrats Russian assets. That stuff is one of them being she ran last
Tulsi.
year. Jill Stein last in 2016 she ran. She was an independent. I think she
Mhm.
was one of the finalists. How many votes did she get? She got like 3% or something. Not 3%, like 1%, less than 1%. I don't want to look far. But anyway, because Hillary Clinton directly called Jill Stein a Russian asset, and then she also said the Russians are grooming someone else in the Democratic primaries to be run as an independent. And then later she went on, oh yeah, that's what's her face?
Tulsi.
Yeah, Mama Tulsi, MILF president.
Yeah, MILF president. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I wish we
And
had a
then
MILF
Tulsi
president.
responded like pretty
Yeah,
she
yeah, vividly.
yeah,
Yes, I
you
saw
saw that?
that.
Yeah,
That
Money.
was that was epic. Yeah.
and then the worst part about it is other cronies in the Democratic Party are like going, "Oh, this is why Tulsi is definitely a Russian asset because how she's responding."
Yeah, oh look at all those retweets. She can't get that. The president doesn't get that. Clearly Russian bots.
That stuff is hilarious.
Yes. Actually,
You know,
yes.
she calls out that, you know, Hillary Clinton and her cronies are having a campaign to smear Tulsi. And then those people, for their cronies,
Smear
are coming in and
Tulsi.
trying to smear Tulsi for calling it out.
I mean, I mean, I'm thinking a lot. I think a lot of problems that you guys have come from the dual party system, indeed. And I think the dual party system stands like it's in a symbiosis. How do you pronounce
Symbiotic?
symbiosis?
Symbiotic?
Sym- no,
What are you
the
trying to
the
say?
the
Just say it.
noun, the noun, symbiose,
I don't think you can use the word right
Symbiosis.
there.
symbiosis. Okay, so
I don't think
let me
that's a
just
word. Symbiosis? Hold on. We need to get the words right.
a symbiosis is something that is symbiotic. I think, right? Yes. Okay. Anyways, there's symbiosis between the media, the mainstream media, and the dual party system, right? The media wants the dual party system because it makes like big events, it makes big debates, all the democratic debate, or if you're right wing media, you're gonna be like, oh, the conservative debates or whatever.
Yeah, but
and
he's not using the word right.
and symbiosis, no, it is.
No, just keep going. Keep going.
Anyways, and so the problem is, so the media sort of works with that, and the fact that the media works with that is also good for the parties themselves. I think a good solution for that would be the internet. Like, we have a third, like a new media,
Isn't
and
that
with
what
the
I
old
was saying before?
I don't know, possibly, but I like one possibly. I wasn't really listening, to be honest. You were saying a lot of words.
Ah, typical Mbudo.
I
Leaves us
mean,
on push to
sometimes
talk
I
and then
just phase out. You're talking about politics and you're using a lot of words. Not as cool as symbiosis.
no. Before a couple podcasts ago, I was saying that our political leaders need to be using the internet to communicate with the people more directly.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm
But they is
saying
also trying to control the internet with their net neutrality and stuffs.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you could have like independent parties and have them work on the online, like not independent candidates, but actual parties working online and not relying on the old media.
The reason people use the old media is because they can control, right?
The reason people no, let me rephrase that. The reason boomers use the old media is because they have small brains.
Okay. Yeah.
And the problem is, like, our generation. I mean, I'm just making assumptions. I'm not American again, but us millennials, now we're kind of taking the same habit of just relying on two parties. But we have a huge opportunity. We have a new media that's like almost unscathed, untouched by the dual party system. We could totally have other parties sort of partake in the conversation on an even playing field.
Actually, not. I think we missed that opportunity because now if you're not, what is that? If you're not 100% with the far left, you're a Nazi. So
Yeah, well, it depends who you're asking. A lot of people actually have common sense.
yeah, but those people don't care about politics. Is if people with common sense though, they don't
those
care about politics.
those are the people who will vote for Tol, because she's hot and she makes sense too.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but if the mainstream establishment peoples don't want people to see that, they can still market harder than the independent peoples, probably even take down their platforms for fake reasons of hate speech or being dangerous breeding grounds for outright, Nazi, white supremacy.
Yes, but that's no excuse to not try. The longer it takes us, like the longer it takes you, I should say, to get going, to start, and the harder it'll become over time. You have to start. Like if you want to change the dual party
They
system,
need
the
money.
the best moment to start is right the fuck now.
I've already started. So
What
I
have you
started
done?
5 seconds ago before you said that. So it's already I
What
started
did you
before
do?
the
What did
best
you
time.
do? What did you do?
I wrote in a Word document.
Nice. You're basically a hero.
I am the hero. I will be the hero.
That's why I'm trying to start my news outlet, but I'm already being suspended by Twitter.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Her Daily Kitten was banned.
What? Did your main account get banned?
They probably thought she was a bot, not
the
gonna
Daily
lie.
Nico.
Oh, Daily Nico, whatever, same difference.
Why would you? Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Just make another one, Daily Kitten. Well, that's probably already taken, but
I mean, she has big brain. She can
Yeah,
figure it out.
that's why I chose Nico.
But if they banned it, can't you just like remake it?
or it was
I mean,
suspended. Same difference.
if a Twitter name is suspended, like why can't you use it?
Because if you search that Twitter name, it'll go to the suspended account.
But they
But
still
if
had
it's
digital fingerprinting, I think.
that's retarded. But okay. Why would you use Twitter? Just don't use Twitter. Go on the Boomer site.
Cause the God Emperor Trump is there.
Oh, that's true.
And I can reach his followers that way.
Do you really want to reach Trump followers? You're gonna say yes.
Well, Trump did win, didn't he?
The reasonable ones.
Mm-hmm.
So some
The
reason people had to
reasonable.
vote for him.
I mean, apparently half the country did.
It depends
The
who you
ones who
ask.
can be swayed toward Gabbard or Yang.
I don't know. If I was American, I'm not sure I'd vote for Tulsi or for Yang. I think Yang is okay. If Tulsi wasn't so hot, I'd vote. Like actually. But man, she's hot.
We should also
Either is a
vote for
better
them just because
alternative to
they're
Trump.
younger. Because
Like
all the other candidates are like 80.
yeah,
Why are we voting for old people? That's so lame.
yeah.
I think that's another problem. A lot of young people just don't want to get into politics when they should be.
Well, no, they should. I mean, no wonder you don't want to get into that fucking mess. Like it stresses me out. For God's sake. Like it's no wonder it stresses people out. It's annoying. It doesn't really do that much for your life. Like it actually doesn't. Yet it's a big problem. Like the problem is the thing is it's a problem that we're supposed to collectively solve, but most people don't want to get into it because it's horrible to get in personally.
And one thing is that a lot of the ANCOMs, they wanted to like kill the system, right? And make their own
Mhm.
system. But that new system, they're going to have to be more directly involved anyway. So why not just be more directly involved now and fix this one? It never made any sense to these people who want to like destroy the whole system and make a new one.
I
It's
swear,
like
I wish we'd give Tulsi French nationality, and I'd want her to run for the French presidential, and I'd totally vote for her.
That's
Dude,
why they should elect someone with big brain like me, who finds it fun and who gonna shit talk all my political opponents.
I mean,
one thing
like,
that the Democrats can't deny is that Trump has like changed how the office of the presidency is going to work from now on.
did he?
Yeah. Like he like he whatever he did to the standard or whatever he did to what's normal, he changed it.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Being
putting
like a
people
public
into
figure
camps.
and yeah. Well, that was
Did
Obama's
he
doing.
did he
So he was
actually
just
do that?
following in his
Can I get a
footsteps.
refresher on that because I'm getting partial information. So like, what actually happened about these camps?
Obama,
Or you mean Obamacare or Obama? Obama
Wrong
Obama
Obama.
made the camps for the illegal immigrants, right? But no one really cared because Obama
care.
and he's black. So
Yeah,
obviously.
okay. He has a smile and he loves
Mhm.
memes.
He
He said
talked
He said he loves memes.
Yeah. So then Trump comes along and says, "Oh, there's a problem at the border. We got a lot of illegal immigration."
Anyone who criticized him must be racist.
That's true.
So we started putting more people in the. Not, I think Trump put less people in these facilities than Obama did.
I guess Obama was better at diverting.
Right. Yeah. No one talked about all the people that Obama killed with drone strikes. So some of them U.S. citizens.
Okay,
So
we're gonna be putting people into camps, but look at Obamacare. Okay, I see.
And one problem is that Trump was asking for more money so he could care for these people at the southern border, but he was constantly denied. So there's
By
also
the
that.
Democrats, right? By the Democrats, right?
Yeah.
Or by everyone.
So he had to take monies from elsewhere.
It was the Dems, yeah. So then he tried to reappropriate military funds.
Is he gonna build the wall or not?
He's building the wall. Not like the Great Wall that he promised, but
Fence.
yeah.
Parts of it. Ooh.
Nice.
It's a border system. It's a wall. What do they call it? Barriers. I can't remember what the meme they said. No,
Mafia,
but
black metal, fat guy with news, build the fucking wall.
The
it
Great
was so
Barrier
funny.
Reef.
Like it was so funny. Like they wanted to have airports like every like 50 miles or something, so they could like patrol super fast.
I mean,
That was such a good meme.
that's a lot of money invested in. That doesn't sound very reasonable.
Well,
Yeah, it was super unreasonable.
I like the Space Force idea.
You know, oh that's such a Trump knows that there's aliens, right? I think I've said this before. he knows that there the government has told him that there are aliens, right? And he knows. So that's why he started pushing the Space Force. Like they told him you can't tell anybody yet, but we'll give you because he was gonna tell everybody. But they told him, you know what? We're gonna let you make the Space Force. We're gonna give you that. But you can't tell the public yet.
Wow. 5D chess.
see, I told you the Flood and the Covenant are coming.
Why else would he make the Space Force? Like, there's no reason. Like, no other country's really like ramping up their space development that much.
China.
I mean, they kind of are, but
They are. They definitely are. Oh, trust me, they are. I mean, not as much as their military, but still.
and what would Trump's natural reaction be if he found out there were aliens? Honestly, oh, we need more people in space to protect us from those.
Yeah. And also, I think so. The reason I'm excited about the Space Force is because if you have if the government requires that there is such a thing as a Space Force, the government is going to have to launch a lot of material into orbit. The problem is currently the only way we have to do that is to literally send a rocket with a payload into orbit, which is incredibly expensive. I think right now it's about $10,000 per. Is it kilogram or gram? I can't remember, but it's unfathomably expensive to send.
Until we make the space elevator.
Well, that's one idea. I think a space elevator would be incredibly hard to do. You'd have to do it at the equator, basically. But the idea is,
yes.
Well, what if we instead we build we build the rockets already in order, and that would, and if so, here's the thing: if you want a space force, if for this kind of thing, it's a really good thing that it's the government that gets involved into pioneering something, right? Because for companies like a company aside from SpaceX, it's not really a good investment for companies to say, oh, we're going to try to mine asteroids, for instance, even though the first company to mine an actual asteroids would be the richest company.
They would also
on
crash the
planet.
market, right?
Yes,
as soon
yes,
as they find
absolutely.
gold or something on there, the market.
It doesn't matter what you find on it. Just the raw minerals that are going to be in it, regardless of what they are, you're going to be unfathomably rich. Like I believe thousands of billions of dollars easily. So trillions of dollars. And so there's a huge reward potential, yeah, but what's the risk? Well, you might just go bankrupt. So
No, the
Then
world
maybe
no one
we can
and
actually
so
fund our fucking schools.
so here's the thing. What you do is for things like this is you involve the government. The government is going to say, okay, so we're going to like sort of set footing into that. We're going to request, a lot of research. We're going to be the ones setting foot into that for whatever reason. It happens to be military. And then once the government shows, you see it can be done, it is useful, and we sort of develop the technology to get there reliably, then the companies start pouring in and improving the technology itself and start using it, and there you go. So it's really good. I think it's an excellent step to actually develop. I mean, I don't know about a space force. I think space combat is incredibly, one, impractical, two, dangerous. Impractical because I think Neil deGrasse Tyson talked about it, how space warfare doesn't really make sense in the current context of planet Earth. It doesn't really make sense. Like, why would you fight in space? What objective is there to fight over in space? And the second
the
thing is,
space lanes, obviously.
but the second problem is debris, right? You know about space debris.
Yeah, he said it on his recent Rogan appearance.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And so the second problem is actually debris. Like it would be a really good idea for the UN to step in and say, no, you know what? Never should you ever fight in orbit because it's way too dangerous for literally. Kind of like what they're trying to do with the nukes. Just get rid of the nukes because it's bad for everyone. So Space Force, the idea is cool. The context makes it.
We're not
Like, a
fighting
bad
like
idea.
with other nations. We're gonna be fighting aliens.
Yeah, sure. Anyways, so even if we were fighting aliens, even if we were, it'd still be dangerous for us. Like, we'd probably have a better shot fighting from. The only exception would be when the Chinese actually develop a lunar base. And then, like, maybe, okay, if we have the base on, like, the lunar base, and that's going to be that's where everything's going to be stationed, and everything's going to orbit the moon and whatnot, then fine, sure, fair enough.
That's why the best
Illuminati
reason
already
would be
have
orbital strikes on us when China starts invading the US.
And drop rocks from the moon.
Guys, the Illuminati already has a moon base. Why do we only ever see one side of the moon? Not gonna, why can we not see the other side of the moon? What's stopping us? I'm just asking questions. I'm not saying anything certain. I'm just asking questions. I wonder if that's a conspiracy. Like we don't see the other
Obviously.
side of the moon because like someone's controlling the moon. That's got to be a conspiracy, right?
I believe it was. I heard a really cool story. Maybe it was from Neil deGrasse Tyson again, or maybe not. I don't remember. But so for the was it Apollo 9? What's the first Apollo mission where someone set foot on the moon?
Apollo 11.
11. Okay.
Apollo 12 is the meme one.
Where they blew up, or
Which
where
one?
they? Is it the one where they swung? Like they played golf on the moon. Is that the one? Anyways, so for the Apollo 11, so there was Neil Armstrong, right? Buzz Aldrin, and a third guy. I can't remember his name. And I remember the third guy. He actually stood. He stood in the shuttle, like he stood in orbit around the moon. And there was a time where he had to go through, like, to orbit through the dark side of the moon, right? The side that the Earth never sees. So there was the moon between him and the Earth, and all communication. So first of all, that guy did see the side of the moon that we never see, and the second thing is all communications with Earth were lost during
Wait,
that
the
time.
communications are lost every time they pass in between it.
Yes, but the point is he lost communication with Earth, but also with the rest of the crew. He was, at that moment, the way he was described is as the
Oh, okay.
loneliest man to ever live, because he could not communicate with any human being or any living creature for a brief time. I think it was maybe a couple hours, and I thought that was really cool.
From this video,
I didn't know what you were
Spaghetti.
trying to get at, so I thought you were talking about like the meme video where the conspiracy theory started, which would be Apollo 12. But no, like yeah, the loneliest guy thingy. That's that one.
Okay.
Why haven't we sent more people to the moon? Honestly,
Why
been
would
like
we
6
send people
years.
to the moon? Why? What for?
why wouldn't we?
Because
we
it
had
costs
the- we had-
money.
Cause there's nothing there.
Exactly. Like if our
No, we
goal
gotta
was
make the
to
we gotta make the moon
listen.
base. We gotta make the moon base.
Yes, exactly. But you
Moon
need to
base.
develop the infrastructure. You can't just
How
send
are you
people
going to
on the
fund that?
moon and- It's not just a matter of
What is
funding.
it? What's the meme that NASA gets like a fraction of a percent of the budget the military gets?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
so
that's
that's so
kinda sad.
messed up.
We need Neil deGrasse Tyson as president. He would fix
Like, do
that.
we really need another 900,000 freaking missiles? Not really.
Yeah, we do. I mean, you do.
So
People
what needs
need
to
it.
happen? This is my plan for the world.
When
We
you
nuke
become
China,
God
the
Emperor,
Chinese
God
government,
Em-
not the people. We nuke China. We nuke
Yes, we
Russia.
do. Just in case. That's what I do in Sif. Ooh.
We nuke everybody. We nuke everybody. Okay, everybody, and then we just leave.
No, don't
we just
nuke me,
leave.
please. Just
Like,
don't.
hey, guys, everyone's
Okay.
nuked. Why don't we just leave?
Can I come over before you nuke everyone?
You know, we're gonna nuke ourselves too. Like, we need a good reason to leave.
No, don't do that.
That's the plan.
But then there won't be
Because
any
then
trend.
you're going to destroy the atmosphere with all your nukes.
That's also true.
It's like, hey guys, listen up. Planet's gonna die. We gotta start leaving. You
And
know,
go to Mars.
and go to we gotta go somewhere else. It's gonna be Wall-E. Have you seen Wall-E, right?
And we'd have to redo all our rockets calculations.
It's not rocket science. It's not that hard. I mean, we've done it before. Humans aren't that stupid.
Shut the fuck up, turf.
I think the whole space thing is really interesting, but I'm more interested in how we're not going to trap ourselves onto the ground with all that. That's what really concerns me.
What do we need to solve first? Space
Nothing wrong with
traveling
traps.
or solving our aging problem? Which one is more important? Which one should we solve first, I should say?
We should
Space.
solve communism. Space, yes, always solve space.
No, because I'm saying, like, if we get to space, right? All distances in space are massive.
Yes.
So if we die in like 60, 80 years, what's the point of going anywhere? We're gonna be dead.
Almost as big as my dick.
Well, look. There are animals that live for like a few weeks and they still manage to live and thrive.
Okay, I'm not saying
No,
that
what
we
I'm
don't.
saying, look, what I'm saying is that yes, it would fundamentally change how the human beings that like let's I think
I'm just gonna say, have those
at
animals come
with
this
our
year?
current
I don't think
technology,
so.
I believe with our at like close to light speed, if we were to go to the closest star, which is how do you call it in English?
It's Alpha
Proxima
Centauri.
Centauri. No, it's Proxima Centauri. It's not the same. So Proxima Centauri, I think it would take about 100. So it would be like 3 generations of human beings, right? You could make a spaceship suitable for human life and have generations of human beings live on it until you get there. Like it sounds kind of crazy. It feels like, oh, there are like, it sounds kind of horrible because you're thinking there are going to be generations of human beings that will literally live and die and see nothing else but the ship. But at the same time, like we could say the same about Earth. We could say the same about villages. There are generations of people that have lived and died in this single small village. So what's the big difference besides that the ground you're walking on isn't quite made from the same.
Okay, but
Okay,
sure.
retard.
That's a tired argument.
But they
just
have
saying.
fresh air, and they can literally walk to any other part of the world if they wanted to.
Have you
They
heard
could
about
leave.
water? Have you heard about water?
What
How
about
many
it?
what's the joke that like those Indonesian people and the people of the islands, like how many people just sailed off and just died as they
Oh
were looking for
yeah,
new
yeah, yeah,
lands?
right. And only the very fat ones survive. And that's why what is it? It's what's the
Well, I
Indonesia?
think
Yeah, that's why in Indonesia everyone's so fucking fat. It's because the
well
ones
no
that survived were crazy fat.
no that's because the wealthy nations are like sending them the super
No,
processed fatty foods.
well that's no, actually no, actually no.
Actually, yeah.
That's the problem in India.
If you looked at their
That's the
diet,
problem in India, not in
in like a lot of the
Indonesia. In
islander
Indonesia,
countries,
look, in Indonesia, the main issue is to travel to the islands. Like they were basically starving themselves. So only the very fat ones actually survived the trip itself, and then they spread the
they
fat.
weren't fat when they got there. Like
They were
these countries being fat is like a new thing.
your new thing.
And I don't think we're talking about anything anymore.
Okay, retard. So yeah, space.
They always say "okay, retard," never "are you okay, retard."
I like space. I think space is cool.
Nerd.
I wish I could go to space.
We need an Earth Moon elevator. That's what we need.
That's impossible.
You already are in space.
Yeah, but without gravity. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. How would I put that?
And that's our time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk about one last thing.
Okay, go for it.
So we've seen an awful movie.
And that's our time.
Yes. We've seen an awful Netflix movie. It was really fucking bad. And I made this Netflix original movie bingo.
That's for
And
next movie review.
yeah, but I'm just showcasing the
It
bingo.
isn't censored.
Oh shit!
How did you mess that up?
What do you
Like the
mean?
Netflix original movie. Like
What?
it's like it's to the left.
What?
The title is to the left of the page.
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
Okay.
It's not smack dab in the middle where it should be.
Oh, it's slightly tilted to the left. Well, you know, you fix it.
It's super obvious.
You go ahead and fix it.
I'll fix it.
Okay, retard.
But anyway, you were saying something about a bad movie that we're going to talk about later.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the movie. It's just the bingo.
Send him the
this week.
PSD.
What?
I don't think he uses Photoshop.
I use Paint.
We'll make it again for you.
Okay, retard.
I'm going to go throw up.
And like all why are all of the things justified to the left? The line
Because
to the
I
left,
didn't
the line that's
have the
censored.
option to. I didn't have
XD.
the option to center them on Paint.
Lol.
I wanted to, but I couldn't. So you
Okay,
do it.
okay. Blame the tool, not the master.
Yes!
Okay.
I will complain to the whatever. So
We won't show. We'll make a new one for you, and we'll show
yeah,
that.
okay.
We'll show
But what
this
I
one.
wanted to say is, if you want to download, check out the bingo. If you want to download it for, and like, if you have any suggestions for the bingo, like, what do you think we could add to it? Because we have honestly, we've only watched like one.
The
Netflix
free
movie.
space we should call the free space like is a Netflix movie.
What free space?
Well, bingos get free spaces. Do you know how to play bingo?
And that's our time.
X3.
Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next week.
Do they not have bingo in France?
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
Okay.
You asshole. Okay, maybe I'm sure I did. Oh, look, I've played bingo before. I've played
See,
bingo.
oh, there's your problem. You made it 4x4. It's supposed to be 5x5.
Maybe you're What?
'Cause
I didn't know it was supposed to be a specific size.
because
I
you're
asked
spelling
you where
out
the free space
bingo.
would be during the movie.
It's
Oh.
bingo. Let's like be whatever, right?
Be whatever. Yes. Okay, retard.
bingo. You spell out bingo, and then you put the number. You go down like.
Okay, well then you do it, and then you edit it. You edit the video, and you put that in the description, and you show it on screen.
That's why it's called. That's why you yell out bingo when you get a row of 5 because you spelled out the word bingo.
Okay, retard. I love this. I should use it less. Loses its punch after the first time. Anyways, it's getting late. It's actually 9:30 because you both like sleeping too.
I was here the whole time.
No, you weren't.
Look, I put the face. I'm like, hey, I'm here. I put the
Yes,
grimacing
and
face.
then you went to sleep.
No,
Yeah.
I went to get water when you guys called. So I was like, oh, I'll just hold on a second. Not a big deal. And because like you called, you thought I was gone. It's like, dang it. You just instantly started spamming me. That's not my fault.
What free space? I have no idea. Okay, whatever. Bye.
Where's the free space? See, me asked you.
I don't think they have friends. They don't have bingo and friends.
Faggot.
That's the problem.